Tuesday, May 19th, 2026, Inkster City Council meeting is now called to order. Everyone, please stand for the prayer. Pastor Carford, could you lead us?
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Let's bow our heads. Father, in the name of Jesus, we come to you and we thank you for our city. We thank you for the body that governs our city. We ask your blessings upon this meeting in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Continue to stand for the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Clerk, roll call.
Mayor Nolan.
Present.
Mayor Pro Tem Chisholm.
Present.
Councilwoman Rutledge.
Present.
Councilman Bishop.
Present.
Councilwoman Scott. Present. Councilwoman Howard. Here. Councilwoman Richardson.
Present.
Mayor, you do have a quorum.
Great. Everybody had a chance to look at the agenda. So we added a couple things on the presentation. Dr. Shatina M. Jones hyphen Smith out from Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, ETA, Eta Iota Omega Chapter Inkster is going to give a presentation about the upcoming community endeavors to positively impact the community. And we'll also have a presentation by Warner, the Warner Fawcett Program. I think Michael Green's doing that.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. With those two additions, is there anything else we need to modify on the agenda?
Boards and commissions.
Boards and commissions, we just call for an appointment. Okay, if we don't have any additions or deletions, then do we have a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved.
Second. Been properly moved in second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. All right, it passes. All right, presentations. Dr. Joan Smith. Hyphen Smith.
He won't let me live down that I didn't invite him to this wedding.
Yep.
That didn't have that many people in it. All right. So good evening, Mayor Nolan, City Council, and Inkster residents. I'm really excited to share a couple of endeavors that we have coming up that will greatly benefit the Inkster community. I want to start first with the event tomorrow. So we've moved to transitioning, hosting conversations, going directly to the community as it relates to things that are impacting you politically. So last month we talked a little bit about the judges and what are the roles of the judges. This month we're going to be talking about the proposed SAVED Act, as well as the gutting of the voter rights. So we have a special attorney who's going to come and have some conversations with us about this. This is virtual. It is free. So all you have to do is scan the QR code. It is on our social media platforms, our websites, for you to be able to join. And we would love to have people have conversations about what is happening in real time, as opposed to us sitting, thinking about it, creating a dissertation and a think piece about it in 6 or 7 months. This is happening in real time for us. So we're going to continue to have these conversations. We're looking to have candidate forums as well and have additional information sharing. So as people are asking us things of, we need you to sign this for said cause, people know how to read specifically what is being said, because we know there's legal jargon, there's also political jargon. And honestly, I have a whole PhD and sometimes I don't understand what these people are putting in on these respective ballots, petitions, what that they're trying to seek for people. So we're trying to make sure that we can make it plain, because we're literally fighting for our lives at this point. And that is something that we would like to help ourselves with, as well as help our community with. So kind of coupled with that, on Saturday, we have a free event, Shred Day. Now listen, with AI, with the scammers, we need everybody to come and bring their documents so that you can get rid of them safely. We will not have electronic shredding this time. We're looking to have electronic shredding in the fall, but bring all those old tax documents. If you, like me, you still write checks, we will shred on site. But we need people to show up and get rid of the documents so that we can safely do that. So we can literally save ourselves one scammer at a time. So we would love to have you out. It's going to be at the recreation center in the parking lot. It's going to be on Saturday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. So ask everybody to come out and they will shred it on site, so you can watch all of your documents going there. So we've shredded our sorority documents, we've shredded checks, financial things, all of those pieces, so that we can safely get rid of those documents. And last but not least, okay, I went the other way. Sorry. Okay, Troy, what I do? Okay, here we go. I can do it from here. All right, share. Just kidding. I don't know what I did, but I'm gonna figure it out. So our last event, coupled with some of this, did I do it right? Okay, see, you came just in time, friend. Thank you. Thank you. See what you did? You got the magic. So as we talk about the things that are happening in society, right? I don't know about you, but I have to turn off social media. I have to stop talking to people. And honestly, I don't watch the news. I read the newspaper though, but I do not watch the news. But we are having some real conversations with our sisters of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, Zeta New Chapter, and we're talking about an area of mental health that is centered around women as it relates to hormonal changes, your bodies, what's happening. People keep talking about a perimenopause. What is that? A menopause? What's happening with your bodies? And this is free for everyone. It is open, and we would love to have as many women as possible to come and check in and engage and just, you know, get into it with your body and look at wellness and what that looks like for you. So we're hoping that we can get as many people to come and connect with us at that respective event as possible. Now, those are just our events. So this is hot off the press, so don't get me, Madam Clerk. So we went and had our AKA Day at the Capitol today. And you know, I met with Mayor Nolan's favorite House of Representative today. So a couple of things that we ask. So when we go, we always have a session with him because we're here, you're gonna talk to us. You can't run, you can't hide. We're gonna talk to you right here in person. So we did kind of check with him on some of the things that he said he was going to do. And there are some projects that haven't been done yet. So we wanted to check in on the project that he was trying to do, or initiative he was trying to do with Thompson Towers, which he was working with Councilwoman Scott on. So he was telling us that he needed a little bit of help. So we did want to offer our help with that initiative to figure out how else can we keep that going, because I'm like y'all, I'm in the Facebook groups, I see the people talking, and we want to be as helpful as possible. So if we could help you with that initiative, wherever we left off at, we would love to help you all in that endeavor. And of course, we're going to be holding candidate forums. So we're looking at a governor forum. We're looking at, I think it's the attorney general right now. The attorney general, there is no Democratic candidate. So we don't know how, beneficial that will be for us, but we're trying to bring those individuals to Inkster.
No, there's a Democratic candidate.
Well, no,
Ali Chavez.
but he's the only one, so he's not going in a primary. At least that's what he told us
No
today.
primary.
I was about to say, he told us today he's not running against anybody. He's just going to be in November, right?
Well, yeah, he's running against a Republican in November.
Correct.
Yeah,
So he said he wasn't running against nobody else. That's what he told us this morning.
Well, in August, he's not on the ballot.
Correct. So we are looking at trying to bring people to Inkster, though, so that people can see and touch and feel and connect to people. We know that there are quite a bit of residents in Inkster, and we want people to be able to see who is in their respective area and who's voting for them. So those are some things that we have that we're working on. And if you know of any candidates who we might not know of, that may be a friend, may look like us, who need some exposure, please connect with us. And with that, that's it. That's all I have. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Shredding.
Oh God, no. We pay them people. So you just go ahead and bring everything you have. Yeah, bring everything. Bring everything you have, please. Garage.
The garage.
The garage. The whole garage.
Stuff in the garage.
All right, Michael Green. Priscilla Crawford.
Good afternoon, Mayor, Council, City Inkster residents. On tonight, we present to you some good news that we're going to spread. I heard someone say, all right, and that's regarding, I heard that. That's regarding the lead and water faucet program, which is in the city. And the program was created to support, of course, pregnant mothers. And I think there's the faucet filter safety net program, which is known as LEAP. It's been very successful within our city. And so we're just going to give an overview of how we've been doing and just the progress on it. We're going to go to the stats. So within the city of Inkster, as of today, we have reached 3,787 households. There are some households that are ineligible, and that's based on some of the criteria in the home. They may be within the zip code or were previous Medicaid recipients. We weren't able to reach those group of families. And right now, with the applications that have been submitted to the state and approved, Michael and I are very successful in having all of those completed. So they're not waiting on us. We're waiting on them. And that is also good news. In addition to that, we're very thankful for Councilwoman Rutledge, who also gave us some of the filters that came in through the city to get to some residents that don't apply, but again, for some of the seniors that have seen our number on the billboard will call us to say, I heard you have filters. So we have been giving out a few of those as well.
Okay, so I'm Michael Green, and we are doing a great job with the free faucet filter program in the city. However, the numbers that you're looking at, that you just saw, we are at 100% of what has come in, which is great. However, and we've reached every citizen that's eligible in the city of Inkster, but the return of them applying hasn't come back as we had hoped. The thing is, the blue box up there, what was it? Right now is, I can't see it.
3,787.
So 3,787 is what's in the city right now. And when we started this program, or when the program started, we had 2,942. When you look down at the bottom where it says 47, those are the ones completed, which is 100% of what has come in. The problem is we were hopeful that the returns would be higher. So we were hoping to at least get 50% of that 2,942 in the first year. Well, we haven't gotten it. We're only at 3.2%. So we've done everything we can as far as making the contacts, but the citizens need to return our calls or return the applications to us. Now, we did partner with Home Depot, and they're doing a lot of phone calls, and they're actually even doing the applications on the phone with you. And so there's really no reason to not apply for it. It's a free program. And when we come out to do the home assessments, the problems, if you have additional problems in the home, these photos go to Home Depot and to the state. And the state looks at those photos as well, which means that if there's something going on in the home, if you have galvanized pipes inside the home, or something that they may see as a problem, they will contact you and provide some additional resources for you. So the city is doing everything it can, but now we're gonna move into other outreach programs and partner up with some of the city nonprofits, like the block, what do they call them? The community block clubs.
Block clubs.
So if there's block clubs that's seeing this, contact us. If you have an event, let us know. We're gonna work on trying to put an event together with all of the nonprofits to help us. So we need the community to step up. If there's something we could do, we're trying to do it. And of course, as Priscilla mentioned, we have a list of resources that we could help you with. We just need you to contact us. I'm gonna say this, when we talked about who's gonna do what, so we decided we're gonna do the good cop, bad cop. I'm the bad cop. If you live in a housing complex, we have about a little over 500 residents in the housing complexes, like Dearborn View, what's that, Canterbury Woods. Those complexes, we have to get, if you're living in one of those complexes and you want to take advantage of this program, notify us. The only housing complex that has came on board with us is Heatherwoods. Heatherwoods is the only one that has came on board with us to help their residents. So if anyone is watching this and you live in one of the complex, the flats, Canterbury, Dearborn View, if you live in any of those, contact us. Let your management company know that you want to partake in this program so we can get you in the system. And that's pretty much all I have, Mr. Mayor, Council.
Any questions?
Yes. Excuse me. So just in our apartment complexes, I was just curious if they opt in, and this is from a mechanical standpoint, how does that work with you changing out that infrastructure? Well, not you specifically, but whomever does the
So
work.
what happens is that once the application goes in, it goes to the state. Once the state approve it, they send us a list. Every Thursday, we get a list of all the approved applicants. Then it's our job to contact the resident. We schedule what's called a home assessment.
Mm.
So we go out to the home, we literally take pictures of the faucet, the water lines, the water heater, the water meter. We bring those back and then we submit those up into the system. It goes to Home Depot. Now, when it comes to the apartment complexes, it's a little bit different because all we can really do at the apartment complex is take pictures of the sink, the upper and the lower lines coming in. Now, Home Depot does all the installation. And if there's a problem with the faucet down the road, Home Depot will correct it. It does not fall on the city and it does not fall on the management company to do the repairs if there's any problems with it. Home Depot stands by it.
So, Councilman Chisholm, to answer your question as well as all the information Michael gave you, there's a letter that is submitted in communication from the management, the head of the management, to us to say they're on board with Home Depot coming in. So therefore, the apartment complex isn't liable, but that's the communication we have. And again, Michael said Heatherwood is the only complex right now that has agreed to do that. And trust me, we've circled back with them. We circle back now that the weather has broken again. We've already held one community day at Heatherwood. We're going to have an additional community day just to remind you, hey, we're here. It's just a matter of filling out the paperwork. And also, once the approval is for these applications, we give this elaborate gift basket.
Well, she does that. Put that together.
So it's a gift basket within the grant to say we appreciate you filling out the application. And it's been a favor. It's been one of those things people love to smile at. So that
Just out of curiosity, because Cherry Hill Manor and Dearborn View are in my district. Have you had any successful communication, or they give you the cold shoulder?
We have done phone calls, which one is yours? Dearborn View?
Both of them.
And the other one is,
Cherry Hill Manor.
okay. So we've done both of them on the phone and in person.
Okay.
And as a matter of fact, one time we were out at Dearborn View and the management company was there. And they promised us an email to give us the authority, and we still have not received it.
So as of this day, no. So if you have some weight to put on them, support, please give them a call. Give us a call. We'll meet you there. We'll circle back. But we need a definite yes before we can proceed.
Okay.
And thank you for your
And,
support.
and let me say this too. It's not just homeowners. Okay, it doesn't have, you don't have to be a homeowner. If you're a renter,
Okay.
it's the same process. You're eligible, if that's where you're living, you're entitled to be part of this program. The only difference is, the same with the apartment complexes, we just have to get the homeowner to co-sign off on it with you, the occupant, for us to do it.
One last question, just a refresher. Is it based off income, or what's
No.
the eligibility again, or requirements?
It's if you are a Medicaid recipient
Medicated.
and you have a child in the home that's under 19 years of age. Now, they do have some,
We have
Special
recently had some special circumstances that allow a child over that age to be approved, and it's based on a diagnosis, which also supports the child still having Medicaid or children still having Medicaid, because there's an income cap. So with a disability or a diagnosis from a physician, they still can't qualify. We had like 2 last week. And again, we do the same thing. We give them a gift basket as well.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Any other questions?
About when you talk about Medicaid, that is income restricted. So what are we doing with the seniors? Because I get a lot of calls from the seniors. And before when we had the filters, they could, switch out the filters, but
The seniors, we've met with the state repeatedly, and the state has told us they're working on some things, but this program does not cover seniors.
correct.
We get the applications, and I tell you, if you're a senior and you submit the application, I have a file just for those applications that don't qualify. So if the state ever come back around and say, this is what we're doing, I do keep a running file on those. But you have to keep in mind, this is about households that's receiving Medicaid, but more importantly, about children in the home and the lead levels could possibly be high. Not that they
Particularly
are.
younger children.
I got it.
Um,
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you all.
Then the Inkster is involved.
Oh, with the success of RX Kids, which is also a component, we're not we don't hold that program within our program, but it's linked to a resource. And as of today, the city of Inkster has distributed $353,000. If everyone could clap for that, because again, that money can't go out if participants don't sign the application. And so when we go into homes, we take that resource as well. And I am waiting on the state. We normally have that's a card, it's a business card. It's about this big. So I have asked them to downsize it because I'm not going to walk up to a woman in the grocery store with a card this big, but I will hand out a business card if I'm out. So we have great success with that program, and the numbers are still going up. So please spread the word. If you need any material for that, we have bears, we have literature. Just call one of us. We'll be happy to bring it to you, or you can meet us with it.
And also, we did a event over at DHS over here. And we were surprised to learn, this is about RX Kids, we're surprised to learn while we were there doing the filtered water, that they have diapers.
They have a diaper program. If anyone qualifies on the DHS, you can walk in and say, I qualify, and you can get diapers and Pampers on hand.
When I say we have resources, we go to homes that they have no idea what's available in the city. We try to get that out there.
All right,
Yeah, thank you.
One more question.
Age of a home is a factor in that? Age of a home is a factor.
Okay, so again, it is and it isn't. So once we take the pictures, and I send all the information up to the state, some of the questions on that questionnaire that I fill out is, was the home built before 1978? So they are keeping track of this data. And a lot of times the occupant don't know when the home was built, but we are recording it. It is part of the process. Wearing shoes in the home, where the kids drink from outside water faucets and things of that nature, all that's covered. Mr. Mayor, can I make one, are we done? Can you make one comment about the AKAs?
Okay, sure.
Okay, real brief. I like what AKAs were saying.
Mm.
If you don't remember the history, you're bound to do what?
Repeat it.
Right?
Mm.
And reason why I said that is because if you remember back in 2006, the AKAs are stepping up to educate people on the verbiage on these changes that's coming through with elections and whatnot. If you remember what happened in 2006, people remember? Huh? Exactly. The verbiage in affirmative action was so confusing to people, Michigan ended up losing affirmative action in 2006. So it's good, and I appreciate them doing that. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you.
Can you all send me all of the resources that you have that you hand out? Because we're trying to make a comprehensive database for all families in the city. And so this can be like a subheading as well for expecting mothers or mothers with young kids. So if you guys can send that email or something, thank you.
All right. Right. You got the number? Okay. All right, we're gonna move on to, no public hearings tonight, consent agenda.
Oh, a second.
Been probably moved in second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, say nay. Passes. Boards and commissions.
Mr. Mayor,
Mhm.
I'd like to reappoint, Rochelle Wells to the Commission on Aging.
Okay. Do we have a motion?
She's second. She motioned.
Okay, it's been probably moved in second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. Passes.
Thank you.
Anybody else?
Yes, yeah, I would like to reappoint. I'd like to reappoint Ruth Williams to the Commission on Aging.
Okay.
So moved.
Okay, moved
Second.
in second. It's been probably moved in second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. Passes.
That's all I have.
Anybody else?
It was a statement made or something last time about the boards and commissions at the last meeting, but I forgot.
William Moore stepped down from district, from Parks and Rec.
Oh, and we needed a.
For, District 5. So we gotta find somebody. All right, okay, we're gonna move forward then. We're gonna move on, no ordinance, first or second reading. We move down to new business.
Consider authorizing the administration to adopt the Wayne County Hazardous Mitigation Plan 2025 update for fiscal year 2026.
So moved.
Second. We're probably moved in second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. Passes. Public participation. AC Williams.
Good evening, Mayor, Council, and residents. As Councilwoman Scott just mentioned, Inkster is inviting local businesses, nonprofit organizations, and individuals with a passion for making a difference to please participate in a central registry we're trying to create that allows people to see what's available out there as far as the different services that are being offered. So we've heard services for women and youth. I know financial and housing services have come up in these meetings, and sometimes it's kind of hard to know who's offering what when, and we would like to be the facilitator in getting that data and that information. It's really quick. It takes less than a minute to fill out. You just say who you are, your contact information, your website, click on what you offer, and hit submit. So it won't take a lot of time at all. There is a flyer, it looks like this, that's available on the website, and I know it's posted on social media or the city's social media pages. So you can scan the QR code, it'll take you right to the registry, and we're hoping that once we get enough data, we can actually set it up so that you can filter out what you're looking for by like service or something like that. So please, I'm encouraging, there should be a few people that I should be able to hand this out to before I leave here today. And please participate in this. And then I just have one other thing. I am on the Planning Commission, and I'm taking the lead in helping Inkster become a redevelopment ready community. If you haven't heard what that is, becoming an RRC or being on the RRC certified path is a technical assistant program offered by the Michigan Economic Development Corporation. So when we're certified, which I hope will be by the end of June, we will be available for certain money, and it kind of communicates to the public that we are in a place ready for redevelopment and encouraging businesses to come to the city of Inkster because we've streamlined our processes and we're making it hopefully easy for people to live and work here. So we actually are trying to, and as far as I can tell, we're on track to having our joint session at the city council meeting on June 1st. And it is a requirement of the RRC, so that's one of the things that I'm trying to check off our to-do list so that we can get certified by the end of June. And the joint session, the joint meeting between the Planning Commission and the City Council is one of those things. There, of course, you'll have your regular agenda, but then we'll hopefully also adding like progress on the master plan and some of the steps we've taken towards implementing those goals, and hopefully also the economic plan, which is also a part of the master plan. And the master plan was adopted in spring of 2025. And so I just wanted to, of course, give a friendly reminder or let you know that that's what we're trying to do for June 1st. And then, of course, the public is also welcome to participate. That's it for me.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Are we gonna eventually get our DDA back? Because that will probably go hand in hand with what.
We can reactivate it. I mean, we just have to appoint some folks and get them to meet. They haven't met in a long time.
And Tifa, right? It's typical.
Tifa, same thing.
Yeah.
So I think
That's
we had
what
the
they're
DDA and Tifa were doing the same.
They was hand in hand.
It's a
So
joint.
what they doing in the planning commission, I like they would come over to the DDA and Tifa.
Yeah, it certainly is connected for sure. We have to get those boards going. So we need to think of some people who are actually going to be active and willing, because Tifa is supposed to capture money and then do things in the community. So we have to get people who actually want to do something other than just sit on the board. Because there's no point to meet for the purposes of meeting. We got to actually do something. You know?
Can something go on the website to attract, if people looking on the website, they can see, maybe they might come in.
Maybe we should put something out over social media,
Yeah.
maybe marketing both of those boards and ask people to contact us if they're interested. And then we can kind of start that. People go to the website would see it, but I think if you go social media, you'll get more eyeballs on it.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
If it's a certain area, though.
Yeah,
That's
different.
easier in the DDA.
We met somebody maybe a year ago or 2 years ago. Yeah.
Send us a list of what's vacant, and so we'll all know.
Okay.
We can post that also.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, no
Or
problem.
maybe we can offer like maybe planning, Stephen, and AC, like some guidance on certain boards as well. Cause I think that's where kind of our boards get lost in the sauce, is like kind of like not truly understanding like what they're supposed to do and like the power that they actually like have. So
We actually did update the applications themselves for each board that explains what our ideal candidate or, a board member would be depending on what the board is, so what your background, things like that, knowledge, skills, what you'll learn. So there should be a link to the application. So if we promote it on social media and we refer them to the application is broken down by what the ideal background, knowledge, skills.
Maybe we'll post that link and then get people to call in and sign up.
It hasn't been, it's been a long time since both boards have been active.
A long time.
We could always, pass a policy to make it a yearly review of your policies and procedures when you get on these boards and commissions.
Oh, really?
should take the lead on that one.
Yeah, right. Yeah, sounds like you just volunteered. Chief Jenkins.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Mayor, Council, and residents. I just want to remind everyone that the Memorial Day Parade is Monday, May 25th, starting at noon. Anyone that's participating in the parade is asked to check in at 10 o'clock a.m. We will be starting from the same point we started last year, which is the shops at the center, right there where the post office is on Michigan Avenue. That's where we'll start gathering. One other thing that I would like to advise everyone of is we are starting a curfew in the city of Inkster. So anyone 17 and under should be in their houses by 10 p.m., between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. if they're not accompanied by an adult. We're gonna have zero tolerance. This curfew is gonna be enforced immediately, and anybody found in violation will be ticketed. And each ticket is a misdemeanor, so it's not a citation or fine, but it is a misdemeanor charge. That's all I have.
All right, that's good.
April Garrett.
Good evening, Mayor, Council. I'm just here as a reminder, the Westland A. Bennett Foundation is going to have the Juneteenth parade, June 13th. That's a Saturday from 1 to 4. And we recently had a Juneteenth coloring contest. And I'm pleased to announce we have two winners. We have a Mr. Juneteenth, Marcus Carr, and a Miss Juneteenth, Astrid Sanchez Aguilar. And they're both students at Daly Elementary School here in Inkster. So I'm going to remind you guys, please bring a child and join us as we highlight genealogy. This is some of my family tree. You can do the same. The kids are going to be they're going to be planting Juneteenth seeds so they know what kind of foods we have at Juneteenth. And they'll make family tree hats, maybe as nice as this one with pictures, I don't know. And we'll have a photo op for families and so forth. We got a juggler coming out. We got a unicycle. So please, Miss Triplett, can you make sure the street is kind of fixed over there so they don't get stuck in a hole? And thank you very much. Over at the Leanna Hicks Public Library, we have a big event. So thank you all very much.
April, didn't we lose somebody last year in the pothole?
That's so unserious.
I think we lost. I think we lost somebody last year. Yeah. Kwame Hampton.
Good morning, Mayor. Good morning, Council.
Good morning.
Good evening.
It's okay.
Evening, Council.
Yeah, me too. It was like, good morning.
I'm here on behalf of Freshwater Future. I'm their community program coordinator. We donated a series of filters to the city to help out. Really, I'm just here to listen, fly on the wall and see how we can help out any further. A little bit about Freshwater Future. We're a nonprofit organization in the Great Lakes. We are focused on helping communities protect their water, also provide for climate resiliency as well as access to resources. Some of those access to resources include funding, toolkits, technical support, as well as pathways for community knowledge to help them gather information to have community-based solutions. So really, I'm just here to help out in regards to the lead issue in Inkster. And if you have any information that you want to share with me, I'm here to listen and take back to my crew. So thank you for having me.
I don't know if you recognize it. He has a pretty famous last name. I don't know if you guys recognize him. Ashana Butts.
We saw his eye. Well, I'm sorry. They night at the Brownwood Scuba Meeting. Sister. Okay.
Good evening, Mayor and Council.
Good evening.
I am just making a friendly announcement. The rec center, our phone lines have been down here and there over the past couple of months. We are aware of it. The director has it being taken care of. So you're getting phone calls from people saying they can't reach the recreation center. Something's going on with our phone lines. We are aware of the issue and we're working on getting it completed as soon as possible.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good to see you. All right. That's it, huh?
No, you got
Oh,
one.
we have a, go ahead, you can say it.
Pursuant to the American with Disabilities Act, I want the following public comment read at the upcoming Inkster City Council meeting. This is from Charles Blackwell. Good evening. I truly feel bad for Inkster District 1 residents. Councilwoman Felicia Rutledge does nothing for her council district, and she can't name 5 major improvements she has done for her council district.
On another note, I want the public to know the Inkster Councilman Stephen Andre Chisholm retaliated against me in 2022, and now he is facing a large financial lawsuit liability to me in federal court.
All right. So now we can move on to happier stuff. Madam Clerk.
Nothing much, Mayor, just gearing up for early voting in the August primary. Just ordered our AV ballots, so just waiting on that to be brought in. So other than that, nothing else.
Did we miss a slip? Come on. Make sure you state your name so we can write it down. An address.
Oh,
we got it.
It's Tyson Red.
That's not it. That's not it. That's not it.
Yeah, it's just District 6 over there.
I can't hear it.
Get the mic.
Talking to
there.
Mike there.
There you go.
Tyson Radney. I'm in District 6 right there, and I heard Ms. Jenkins say something about the curfew for the younger adults. I'm right there on Michigan Avenue. What are we doing for the older adults? It's so much traffic. It's so many people that's at that gas station and right there. And the only reason I'm asking is because that's mainly downtown. If I know people all around Inkster. If I go anywhere else, that's the only place that has that large status of people. Consistency. I'm coming home 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning from work, and I can't stop at the gas station. I'm doing circles in my complex just to make sure everything is okay. No, it's not directly on you for sure, but if we can put something together, I know it's a problem because we have the hotels and motels right there. I'm quite sure you know more than anyone.
Yeah.
I think we need to put something together because it's still our downtown.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous. At the bus stop, it's all type of stuff going on. So if we can put something together, that's all.
So we definitely, that's something that I can make sure that my midnight crew knows that people are hanging out at the gas station so that they can do some enforcement.
Thank you. Thank you. And finally, we have Mr. Gabe Henderson, who came in a little late. You almost missed the whole meeting.
Hello, family. How everybody doing today? Love y'all and all that. Yeah, I come to apologize. I'm type of man. For years I worked with the Inkster beautification, right? Now I woke up Saturday morning and I went to the kitchen, and all of a sudden, I had a whole week's of dishes, in the sink. But seriously, I saw all these ants. I said, you know what? I better wash these dishes because I got all these ants. And you know what I forgot to do? I had beautification. I suppose I had donuts, coffee, and all that stuff. I know the dumpster was there, was the most important, one of the more important. And I want to apologize to the citizens of Inkster that I wasn't there with coffee and donuts and bags and gloves and all that. But I said, like I said, I woke up and I said, I said, oh Lord, have mercy, I said I had a whole week's of dishes, and I said I better wash these dishes, and I forgot all about Inkster beautification. I want to apologize to you, but I'm gonna make it up next month. That's all I gotta say. I apologize. Love y'all.
I gotta call this question.
Yes, sir.
I mean, that's all right.
And after that is done.
Deshaun Coyle, it's our last comment.
Good evening, everybody. I was actually coming up here I stay on Michigan Ave in particular, and there is so much prostitution and prostitutes walking up and down the streets. Do we have a way to address this? I know we put a curfew in, but there's so many people pulling into my complex where I live where I have to say something to get them to leave. We'll call the police, but it takes so long for them to get there that they're already done with the act. Is there a way for you guys to address this?
Yeah, we can actually, it's several things that we can do. We can set up details to where we can go after those particular things specifically. That's something that I will take back to my team, and we'll definitely put something together and maybe go hard in that area so that we'll have more of a presence there.
Okay, because on my way here, I stopped at the gas station right here on Michigan Ave between Middlebelt and Inkster Road. And as soon as I pulled up, one of the young ladies walked up to my vehicle. So they're doing it right now. If you actively go up there right now, you see the same woman. She's wearing all black.
Okay.
So that's it.
Okay. All right, thank you. All right, Madam Clerk.
I already stated mine, Mayor.
Mr. Treasurer.
Good evening, Council. Just wanted to let the residents know that with the Department of Public Services, we've started our grass cutting for the summer, for the cutting season. And that includes the vacant lots as well as the parks. We're cutting all the parks in preparation for the upcoming Memorial Holiday weekend. And so we've got a number of grass cutters, some local contractors that'll be cutting vacant lots all across the entire city. But if there are any complaints, we encourage people to use our blight hotline and email account to bring any of those to our attention. But we are getting out there, cutting these lots, and we want to stay in front of it for the summer.
All right, thank you.
Could you repeat, tell them what number do they call for the?
Thank you. I was waiting for somebody to.
Yeah, I got
appreciate you. The hotline for blight is area code 313-741-5605. That's 313-741-5605. You can also send an email to blight, BIBLIGHT at cityofinkster.mi.gov.
Okay. All right, well, Mayor and Council Communication, Councilwoman Howard.
I have nothing to sign.
Councilman Bishop. Nothing at this time. Councilwoman Rutledge.
Nothing tonight, Mayor.
Councilwoman Richardson.
Nothing tonight, Mayor.
Councilwoman Scott, pressure is on.
Sorry. So I do have a couple of things. One, CVI Day in Lansing. So it's Community Violence Intervention Advocacy Day is in Lansing, June 10th and June 11th. We're working with I'm working with a local organization, Minds, as well as Force Detroit. It's a large day where a group of us go up to Lansing and just kind of advocate for CVI. I know we have a couple CVI grants out, so I really look forward to kind of going up and kind of seeing what other cities do as well. This is a statewide day, so I just saw someone from Flint, maybe like Saturday, and he was saying there's 2,500 people. So it's like Flint. I know they said Benton Harbor has a big presence. Benton Harbor, Detroit, obviously. And so I just kind of want Inkster to get on the map as well. And allow us to advocate for ourselves as well. Those bigger cities always get the funding, but we could use some help as well here at home. So if anyone is interested, I can email a flyer. I didn't print it out today, sorry. And I can see if we can post it either on social media or online. Yeah, so my email is lscott@cityofinkstermi.gov. So if you're interested, please email me. They will provide hotels for Wednesday night and transportation up. So please take advantage of that. I'll be up there. And then also, I have a coding camp coming to the Simmons Center. It will be the end of June, so June 29th through I think July 2nd. Don't quote me exactly, I'm not looking at the calendar, or the flyer. But we do have a couple spots open. It's for 6th through 8th graders. The reason why I didn't kind of overly send it out is because that's kind of getting confusing to people. So it's 6th through 8th graders. We do have a limited amount of spots. If you're interested, please email me as well. If you follow me on social media, you'll find it there as well. So little plug. And that's it.
Thank you. Councilwoman Rutledge?
Yeah, I just want to thank the Inkster Cobras. The Inkster Task Force house was almost broken into, and one of the members actually held the person there, I think, until the police came. And so I just want to thank the Inkster Cobras for being on the lookouts at that particular location.
Yes. See something, say something. I worked that night.
That's how it used to be. Yeah.
He's asking about the Michigan Municipal League and the books we used to receive. Once, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. You're talking.
Okay. We were just briefly talking about the Michigan Municipal League and the books we used to receive, and then once we were kind of talking about our look, and I realized I hadn't gotten any emails from them now since March or April.
Are we still working?
So I didn't know if maybe I know sometimes when they different representatives and offices switch hands, the correspondences get sent out differently, or the emails need to be updated. But Councilman Howard's asking about the books. Have we gotten those or anybody?
Seen any books?
But I
Are
can
we
reach
a
out
member?
to them.
Are we still a member with MML?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So we probably need to give them a call. And I'm sorry for.
We probably need to update our email addresses with them
We'll
too.
send the email with all of the updated emails to
Because
them.
those books were very informative. They had a lot of them on DDA and how different communities do work with their DDA and tough, organizations. Thank you, Chief. I'm sorry.
Mayor Pro Tem?
Yo, just following up on that, I actually was drafting one today, but I haven't sent it out yet. Excuse me. A reminder email about updating the domain names for, excuse me.
Look, I gave him something.
We live in Michigan, y'all, this allergy season. So I apologize. Everybody's my savior now, huh? Thank you. I was gonna send out an email about that because I started the process, and I just wanted to tell my colleagues and the employees, just Zoom alone with updating my login information from .com or from @cityofmixer.com to @cityofmixermi.gov was lengthy. It was 4 different authentication processes. When the deadline hits for this full transition to be complete, if that stuff has not transitioned or been updated, you will be locked out of other accounts. And if you hit forgot password and stuff and it's going to the old stuff, it might not be a way for you to log into your old account. You may have to create a new one. So that was just a reminder I was going to send out to everybody because IT won't be able to help you after that transition has completed.
I do have a question as well then. So I know we got an email saying that we don't need new like business cards or anything like that,
You
but
do.
they have all of that information. So we are gonna order new business cards and stuff like that.
We actually already started
Is there
ordering.
any way to extend that a little bit longer to kind of make the transition a little bit more smooth?
We talked about that. I think Darren brought that point up. We talked to IT about it. He was looking to cut it off very soon.
Yeah,
Um,
like next week. Yeah.
so I had to order new cards, and I'm still getting the emails forwarded from my old email address that everybody still has. Um, so yeah, we'll have a staff meeting tomorrow. You need some extra time, essentially.
Yeah, I just feel like it's gonna be a lot of emails lost. Like, you know what I mean? So when you cut it out, like, and there's no real clear communication unless they email you currently that we're switching over. So I don't know if we can own those domains for maybe like another year, just to kind of like let it kind of slowly
I
win
don't know
itself
if he's gonna
out.
do it that long, but I was thinking, he said that we should send out to all our contacts our new email address.
Yes. If you look, it's just not to step on your toes. If you extend this a year, nobody's gonna kick it up a notch and actually
Yeah.
feel the process.
I mean, I mean, it's kind of done for us. You know what I mean? But like to say, like, I'm gonna send it out to all my contacts, like I'm gonna send it out to all my constituents, like, you know what I mean? Like, if that's like kind of been what they've been emailing me, and we know that Inkster, like, we are people of habit, right? And so it takes us a little bit longer to make transitions, especially when it comes digitally. You know, does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that's just my only worry. If we make the transition, we'll work with it. But it's just.
One of the things I recognize when sending emails, I just was made aware of it about a couple weeks ago. It automatically populates, your emails. When I send you all emails, it's automatically populates to the new email.
Yeah. Internally, yeah.
Internally within, my email account, when I'm sending an email, which is outside of the city of Inkster emails from our law firm, it automatically populates to the new email. I mean, it gives you an option to choose either one. I just know to choose the new one.
Okay, but then once he cuts it off, it won't. If you send it to the old one, we just won't get it. Yeah.
I was gonna say too, one other thing, I mean, in this, it's one of those organization processes, and it takes a lot. For some of my residents over the years, I start adding them to their own group. So if I do send a mass email out, but I had not actually documented each and every single one, like MML, SimCog, and all these different accounts. Now I'm having to do that just for record purposes. So you can just send it out to that one particular group, but that's helpful. But like Lindsay said, unless a lot of times when we email residents and if it bounces back, they go to the website, say, oh, let me make sure I have the right email. That's the only way, that you know. Anyway, or anyhow, I should say, Code Red. If anybody here is not signed up, please let me know. I'll get you signed up at the end of the meeting. I did run into a resident in the past couple weeks ago who mentioned they had absolutely no idea what was happening in Inkster. They don't get any alerts, all those types of things, right? And I was stuck and lost by it because we know anything that we want to find out. What do you do? Come to City Hall. What do you do? Contact your council person. Contact the mayor's office. So that's why I just mentioned that because I ended up emailing all the information on how to sign up for notifications from the website, how to sign up for Code Red, and those other things. It's real simple, but I just wanted to be mindful of reminding anybody that's out here that it's not signed up or maybe you're having an issue receiving notifications, just let us know this evening after the meeting. In that past 2 weeks, we've attended some Wayne Westland Community School District meetings, and I believe the mayor will give you a great briefing on that. And we also attended myself, and some of our colleagues attended the Wayne Westland Community School Board meetings. And then myself and Mayor Nolan also attended the Romulus School Board meeting this past Monday. And that was very interesting as well. And I guess I'll just tell everybody, the sister of former mayor here in Hampton said to tell everyone hello because she was there as well. And that's all I have, Mr. Mayor.
Just real briefly, we did a handful of us did attend the Wayne Westland School Board meeting last night, where on the agenda was the tabled matter from the last meeting regarding our property that used to be part of Inkster Public Schools. We were asked them to go into a partnership to put us on the deed. And so we can make joint decisions together as to what happened with that property going forward. They decided last night, no one made the motion who could have made the motion to take it off the table and so they could vote on it. So essentially they let it die. They do not want to give us the property back or go into partnership with us with the property. So instead of taking that vote, they just let it die. So we sat there for many hours, started at 5 o'clock. I think we left there about 8:20, 8:30. And that's what it is. So I'm going to try to force their hand. We had one board member missing who was in support of giving us our land back or going into partnership, I would say. So I'm going to see if at the next meeting he will make the motion to partner with us, knowing they're going to vote it down, but I want them to have to take that vote on the record. So it happens to be an election year. And some of the people who don't want to vote in favor of partnering with us with our land, or I keep calling it our land, I guess I should say their land at this point, they're up for election this year. I want to make it clear that we need to get out and vote. If anybody does not support working together, they have a school in our city that we service them. They have over 1,200 of our children. They get 10,000 plus per child, and they're basically spitting our face. Sandra Wiley spoke. Councilwoman Richardson spoke, talking about our heritage, our history of the school, how proud and important that is to our community. And one of the board members in his final comment said, you know what, I don't support giving you your land back, but once we sell the land and get all the money, we'll buy you a nice trophy case so you can put your trophies and plaques in. I've never heard anything that condescending and disrespectful in my life. I was sitting there and I kept my poker face because they were trying to push our buttons so we can act a fool up in the meeting. And we did not do that. We were professional. We stood there. I just went up and had a few words, polite words, with a couple of the board members afterwards. But they basically said, forget y'all. And that was pretty much their attitude. It's wild. But that's what it is. But we're playing chess, not checkers. So that's just the first move. I told them if they're unable to successfully sell the property, then maybe we'll revisit this issue in the future. Meaning I think they're gonna have a hard time because of something we did to protect our property. But we'll see how it plays out. And we will keep you updated as to what's going on. But we want you to know who was hostile to us. And so we can make sure we get out and vote. It's a governor's election this year. We should have a high turnout. We can make a difference as to who's sitting on that board. That's all
I'm sorry, they also said that you can buy the land.
Yeah, so we can buy it back from them if they want. I said, you guys didn't pay $1 for it, so why would we have to buy it back from them? But duly noted. The disrespect is duly noted. But that's all I have tonight. We have a motion to adjourn. Been properly moved in second. Discussion. All those in favor say aye. Opposed say nay. Thank you. This meeting adjourned.
Let's get a chance to give that.